Think it might have happened again. We've absolutely battered someone. Hmm, not too bad, I suppose. Not too bad.
On the way down screaming, whoa. If all we have is time, then we'll be alright.
What is going on, guys? My name is George, or Wolfie, and welcome to another Trophy Manager video today. We've got some pretty interesting games actually to show you. We have got 3 league games, 1 friendly league match, and stuff like that to show you. We've also got a player upsell right now, so make sure you stick around for that. But first of all, let's get into what's happened in the for my team this week. So first of all, we start off with a home match against Braintree Athletic Football Club. Last time we beat them 19-0. You can see why. Their team is full of 1.5-star players, whereas ours is obviously way better. You can kind of guess on the intro how this game went. We beat them 15-0. Johnson, Russell, Sampson, Vale, Palombo, Hill, and Norland, the goal scorers. Johnson getting himself 2 goals, again a 9.6 rating. Hill getting 4 goals, same as Vale, who came on off the bench to get himself 4 goals and actually find some form. Sampson got 2, Norland got 1, Hill got 1, and Palombo got 1, but then got injured for 6 games. That's now gone down to 4 as the week has gone by. But a pretty good game, 24 shots, 19 on target, almost 70% of the possession. So pretty happy with that one. And then if we move on, then we went into the friendly league. Now this one I was really not looking forward to, because me and Mansfield Outlaws have 2 very similar teams, pretty much identical. I'd say his is slightly better, and you can see why I wasn't looking forward to it. We ended up losing 3-0. We just didn't perform in that game. Istra had a shocker, so did Vale. And yeah, that was our first defeat of the friendly league, which made me come to a decision, which I will tell you later in the video about what is going to happen to the friendly leagues. But anyway, then we went on into the league, and we had an away game against FC Charlemont. Now, they were in our league last season, and so far we have won 1, drawn 2. We drew 2-2 earlier this season, 1-1 first time we played them, and then 1-2-1. So we're hoping to keep that going. As you can see, our team is slightly better. His goalkeeper's really not up to standard, really, when you look at him. But then you look at the rest, and he's got some alright players. So I was just hoping for a good result here, but we ended up drawing 1-1 after a very late goal by Scott Cartman, his best striker. So I was pretty annoyed by that. But all in all, we didn't play too badly, I'd say. So we had to take it, and say that we didn't have right in that game either did prove why we didn't win that one. Then we had the Bacon against Baker Destructors. We had right again in this game, which was good, and we decided to start with Vale off this time just to see how that went. We have played this team before. We played them 3 times already. We have won 2, lost 1. We lost 3-1 earlier this season, but won 2-1 and 4-1 last season. We're looking to carry on the winning streak that we had last season, and that's exactly what we did. We got revenge of our 3-1 defeat earlier this season with a 5-1 win. Johnson getting himself a goal, Hill getting himself 2, Turnbull getting 1, and Norland getting 1. Other than that, everyone played pretty average, being honest. A pretty good result though. We have more possession, more shots, more on target as well. So if we now look at the league, we are in 6th place, which is where our target is. So with just 5 games left to play. So if we look, 15 points is the difference. That could take us to the top of the league if everyone lost, but it could also take us down into 12th place. So we can't really move that much. We're definitely safe in this league by the looks of it. But when we look at the games left to play here in the league, we have Newport United, Malvern Town, Sparta Parkdale, MGFC, and Nodtown CFC. So 5 very difficult matches. Newport are 11th. If we look at the next round, they are 11th. Real Chronic, not Chronic, play MGFC. So that's a pretty big game, that one. Now, if MGFC could get a win against him, that would not solidify our 6th place, but that would really help us get 6th place if MGFC managed to beat him tonight. Malvern Town have a pretty easy game, but we're not looking for the title anyway. Grimsby UC play the Bacon Destructors. They could lose that, but I doubt they will. Malvern Albion play against Croydon again, one they should win. Nodtown play against, can't even find Nodtown, there they are, against Hull Spurs, another one they should win, whilst Sparta play against Ash United, which they could lose. So two surrounding teams to us could quite easily lose their games, which would really help us if we can beat Newport tonight. After that, we have Malvern Town, who are obviously top of the league, so we probably going to lose that one. We also have Sparta Parkdale, who are right above us, so that's a good chance to get 3 points over a surrounding team. And we also have MGFC, which will really help if we could beat him in the league, but he's also in a bit of a spot of bother at the moment as to where he might finish. And then Nodtown CFC, which again, they're only a point ahead of us, so we're playing a team level on points and 1 point ahead of us as it stands before the end of the season. So long as we win against those three, I reckon we could quite easily get 6th place, depending on how games go tonight. But it is a bit of a difficult one at the moment, so we've just got to keep our fingers crossed, I suppose. Next up, guys, we come on to the YouTube Friendly League for this week with the results of the 19th of July. So first of all, we start with the YouTube Friendly League 1. We have Dunstan Cowboys 0, Lalanas in Pyjamas 1, Swanley Shooters 1, AFC Bailey Athletic 0, FC Tyrants United 1, East London Football Club 2, Surfleet FC 2, Billingham Brummies 4, and St Austell Athletics 3, Venny FC 1. In the YouTube Friendly League 2, we've got Lubumbashi Panthers 1, Ceiling Plasterers FC 3, Hammered 0, LA Galaxy 2, White United 1, Manchester Albion 3, John Mentor United 1, Huddle Hawks 0, London Llamas 2, ADO Richmond Shire 0, and Nodtown CFC 2, NGFC 1. And finally, in the YouTube Friendly League 3, we have Roman FC 1, Arsenal Armandos 2, Muslakaga 3, Beverley Rangers 1, Mirror FC 0, Hench FC 1, Regal Lioness FC 3, Regal Lioness FC 1, Dewsbury FC 3, and Wolfie United FC 0, Mansfield Outlaws 3. So starting off with the table for the YouTube Friendly League 1, no massive shocks to the first 3 results, but then the 2 big scorers, and I've got the numbers wrong the wrong way round there, so just correct that. It was actually Austell 3, Venny 1. So just correct that one, but pretty close game in the end, to be honest, when you look at results in that one. And if we look at the league, Venny obviously stays top. He is the champion, whatever, for this league. Belinga stays in second. Swanley climbs up to third, and Austell up to fourth with their shock win over Venny. Barely Athletic moved down to fifth. Dunstan stay in sixth, with East London jumping up 2 places to seventh, escaping relegation for now. Surfleet moves down into the relegation places after their defeat to Brummies. The Lanas managed to move off the foot of the table, being replaced by Sirens. But still all to play for here, and we're not sure who's going down yet. There is only really one announcement for what's going to happen with promotion and relegation that I'm going to make, but that's to the bottom league. So nothing really saying this one. It just depends who comes into leagues and who doesn't. But it looks like it's pretty much going to be those bottom 3 go down and each all go up. So then we come on to Friendly League 2, round 8 results again. No massive shocks in this one. It's pretty standard. But we did have a big game for Nodtown and MGFC there, which just extended Nodstown lead at the top over MGFC. He's now on 20 points, still not champion yet, so 3 games left in this league, and still not confirmed promoted yet. Manchester Albion stay a point behind, with London Llamas a further 3 points behind. The top 4 is unchanged. LA Galaxy and Ceiling Plasterers both climbed 2 places with their wins, but Lubumbashi Panthers fall 2 places after their defeat to Ceiling Plasterers. John Mentor United climb up from 9th to 8th, and the Hammer dropped down to 9th, but luckily for him, the gap between him and the relegation places is 4 points, with ADO, Huddle Hawks and Wyatt currently occupying those places. I do believe next season, ADO, Richard Shea can't message me with the results, so LA Galaxy seems to be the one who is going to be nominating results to the League 2 next season, as he cannot be promoted anymore unless everyone above him loses. Then we come on to the final league here, and not too many massive shocks except my defeat to Outlaws, which ends my loseless. I don't think that's even a word, but it ends our winning and drawing streak. And you'll notice on the table there's a different colour around me. That is because I've nominated myself to stay in the bottom league for next season, so I can organise this one with all the new teams. Because it looks like we're going to have 4 new teams joining, which will mean 5 will go up to the top league, and 2 will come into this bottom league. So it seems like that there will be 12 teams in each league next time round, unless people want to just get rid of 2 teams. But I have had a few people wanting to join, so it might just be better adding in 4 more. But I've nominated myself after my defeat to Mansfield. He has a pretty much easy end to the campaign with a match against Beverly, and I think it's someone like Almandos. I'm not sure who else he has to play, but he should win both of those games. So I've said, instead of trying to push with my last games, which are against Regal and Dewsbury, I'd rather let both of them have an easier match against me and I stay in the bottom league. So that's why I'm in blue, which means now Mansell will go back to the top. Dewsbury, Armandos, and Hench stay in the same places, but Armandos is now in a playoff place because fourth is a playoff place while second isn't. Hench FC, or whichever space I take up that is, because Dewsbury, he's probably going to end up beating me because I'm going to test out new formations in my final 2 matches. But not much change really, only Regal and Aga swap places and me and Mansfield. So not much change, but a pretty good round all in all for all the leagues. Now on to a quick look at the tactics I'm going to use for tonight's match against Newport United. We're going pretty similar to what I've done the last few games. Same back four, same back three, except for Manning has been swapped by Nugent as he has got a yellow card, and we need our defenders to the last games of the season. Istra in there, Columbani on the bench, Wright plays again with the same 3 in midfield, and Reed on the bench. Hill does start despite having a yellow card, as does Sampson, but both of those are going to be subbed off by the looks of it. Bondway is going to come on if Hill gets another yellow card, because we don't want him getting sent off. And Nolan starts instead of Vale because Vale hasn't played too well recently. Looking at the tactics here, I've gone a bit extra on the tactics. So 60 minutes in, Sampson swaps to Vale. Both of those are booked at the moment, but Sampson is playing Bear. That's why it's not half time. Nugent swaps to Manning just so we have a Bear defender on for the last half an hour, and Johnson swaps for Reed. I've put if Hill gets booked, then he gets swapped with our 3.5-star Rec Flip Bondoer. Yes, he's not nowhere near as good as Hill, but it just means he won't get sent off. He'll only be suspended for 1 game. I'm also going to do a sub for if Sampson gets a yellow card. No matter what the score is, we're going to do a sub of Sampson for Vale. So those are our tactics, and yeah, hopefully they'll get us a win tonight against Newport United, and hopefully MJFC can beat Real Chronic. Then we come on to youth development for another crappy youth pool this week. We're just going to get a report. We're not even going to change it at all. We have 2 this week, a defensive mid-left and an offensive mid-left. We're going to start with Ian Ronan, the defensive midfielder left. And what a load of bell sniff he is. He is absolutely rubbish, so he can go. And then Norman Hussein, hopefully we'll get a good one for once. And no, we don't. So that's a complete waste of my time, complete waste of my breath. And yeah, if anyone has some bleach, please feel free to package it up for me and send it to me. First class though, I want it straight away because that is just depressing. That really is. I'm going to show you the player that I have listed at the moment. So Alec Britton, we managed to sell earlier this week for, I think it was just over 8 million, something like that. Yeah, 8 million prize to FC, whatever your name is. But we also have Clark Fox transfer listed at the moment for 7.5 million. As you can see, I've also nicknamed him during the week. Clark, 18 prof, 17 adapt, 5 injury, Fox. That is because he has 18 out of 20 professionalism, 17 out of 20 adaptability, 5 out of 20 injury prone, and 11 out of 20 aggression. Great passing from centre mid. He is pretty much a perfect player in terms of hidden skills. He will go for the ball, but he isn't that likely to get booked. He's pretty much not going to get injured. He's adaptable and he's a good captain. So as you can see, pretty good skill skills. He has scored 17, 115, assisted 20. Pretty good for a midfielder, not to make cards either. So yeah, go and bid on him if you want him. That is who we have transfer listed this week. There won't be any others until the end of the season, where I can confirm we are going to be selling one of our main strikers. I can confirm that right now. I can also confirm that we're going to be selling one of our goalkeepers. So some big players there, as well as we're actually going to be selling two big strikers out of the ones we have, which are Palombo, Vale, Sampson, and Norland. So two of those are going to be going at the end of this season. So make sure you stick around for a video just before 5 days before the new season starts, because I'll be listing them then. So yeah, should be pretty interesting that. Finally, guys, we come on to the friendly matches for this week. Now, last week we only had two, and we had to challenge the Premier League champions, which was a pretty interesting game. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen that last video, but make sure you go and check that out, because that was a really interesting game against the Premier League champions Landals. But this week we have 5 friendly challenges. We have MGFC as always. We're going to do him last as he's our regular match. We have Sardos and Alegres FC, who's a mate of mine who plays in the Brazilian leagues. We have North Bromwich United, Chelsea FC, and Abroad Boys, who is another team of MGFC's. That is his. I want to say that's Macedonia, but I'm not going to say it just in case it isn't. But first off, we're going to start off with what I think will be the easiest of games against North Bromwich United. So let's see how this game goes. We're going to quickly scroll down and have a very quick look at his team. And yeah, he's got an alright team, mainly 3.5 stars, 1 4-star in there, the rest are 3 stars. We have played him 3 times before. We have lost 2, drawn 1. We've never beaten him. We lost 3-2 and 2-1 and drawn 1-1 last season. So hopefully this can be our first win against him. We go fast forward here. And yes, we win 2-0. Turnbull and Sampson with the goals there. Vale with another average performance. Norland with an even worse one, actually. But yeah, pretty good game there. We didn't really dominate whatsoever. So we'll go on to the next match. That is 1 win with a 2-1 aggregate at the moment. So pretty good going at the moment. We're going to do it as though it is aggregate overall, so we'll see what we get. But next up, we're going to do, let's have a look. I think he's in he's in League 2. He's in League 3. So we'll go for a Sudas and Alegres. So far, we have won 2-1. And I don't think I've ever played this guy before. I've tried to him a bit. And you can see his team. Geez, he's got a 4.5-star forward who is very good. And a 4.5-star goalkeeper who isn't loading. And yes, he is even better. He is amazing, actually. He's a really good goalkeeper. And other than that, it's all 3.5 stars with a 2.5 stars and 3-star in there. Have we ever played? No, we haven't. So let's see. First game between myself and him ends in a 1-1 draw. And you know what? I will take that very happily. Vale gets a goal off the bench. So that is now one win and a draw and a 3-2 aggregate so far. So still doing all right. We'll now move on to Chelsea FC. We're going to zoom through these final 3 to try and make sure this is as close to 15 minutes as we can. So Chelsea FC, his team we all know is better than mine. We've seen his team a few times before. If we just scroll down, there we go. He still has that actual dangerous guy on the right. And he's also got another 4.5-star in the middle. If we look quickly at this here, we have lost to him 6 times, drawn once. Yeah, if we could win this, this would be a miracle. And we're not going to. We lose 4-0. So I'm just going to not even speak about that and just move on. So far, our aggregate is 7-3 defeat at the moment. So hopefully against Abroad Boys, which is MGFC's abroad team, we can get a nice win. So let's have a look at his team. It's worse than ours, but not dramatically worse. He doesn't have any 4-stars actually, so yeah, it is pretty bad compared to ours. Let's just fast forward through this. Is it a nice win for us? Really? Okay, that's embarrassing, being honest. That's pretty shocking, that. So, 3-3. So that means 6-10 aggregate. We have to beat MGFC 4-0 to have an overall win here. And we've won 1, drawn 2, I think it is now, and lost 1. So let's see, MGFC, I can't even remember. My brain just doesn't work, being honest. So MGFC, His team very similar to ours. He still has that absolute twat on the right that we need to look out for. We've won 4, drawn 2, lost 6. A lot of games between us. Hopefully this can be our 5th win. Yes, it is. So we have won another one, which means our aggregate is 9-12 at the end of that. But pretty good there. Hill, Norland, and Vale are probably our 3 best strikers getting the goals for us. And yeah, a bit of a scary end to the game, but pretty good all in all. So yeah, if you have enjoyed that video, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and there will be another F1 video out hopefully in the next 2 days for the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. My name's George Wolfie, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.